Shoot straight, you bastards! Don't make a mess of it!
Welcome to another installment of the Sanders Lake Sportsman's Club Carbine Classic. This entire match, all the stages were inspired by events in the battles of Lexington and Concord, since this year marks the 250th anniversary of said battles. So this one, starting off on stage 1, at the buzzer, the shooter had one chance to engage that little clay pigeon that you see hanging on a string in the back. If you hit it, you got a 10-second bonus. I, alas, did not hit it. Afterwards, there was some shoulder switching. It was my first stage of the day, and I got stupid and sloppy. And then you ended up by kneeling on that last position and engaging targets from there.
After you finish
Stage 2 was supposed to simulate you firing on a bunch of redcoats as you're retreating over a bridge. This stage was unique in that the targets had to be engaged Mozambique style or failure to stop drills, or whatever you call it, 2 rounds in the chest and then 1 to the head for all targets.
You're finished. Unload. Show clear.
Stage 3 was called Bloody Angle, and all the targets had to be engaged from within this sort of Y-shaped hallway, the angle. The first 2 targets had to be engaged while moving, which is a little bit of a wrinkle. Normally in these matches you can shoot while moving or while stationary, but according to the stage description, these 2 had to be engaged while moving forward.
Okay.
On the buzzer at stage 4, you engaged an array of targets in front of you, and then you had to break right and stomp on that plate to activate a swinging target that you would then engage after coming back to the left. That target was a little bit tricky because not only was it moving, but there was a non-threat in front of it, and then depending on the angle that you shot at, there was a non-threat behind it. So you just had to be very careful to make sure to just get the target and not get those 2 non-threats in the process.
If you're finished, unload. Show clear.
Watson's Corner was the last stage of the day, and it was inspired by an incident during the British retreat to Boston, where some of the American militia decided to take pot shots at the retreating British from behind a series of barrels. So to simulate that, you were engaging targets behind these barrels. According to the stage description, you could only engage the targets while having one knee on the ground and some part of your body touching the starting position. You'll notice that did make things difficult. There was some moving around here. You'll see that I actually managed to shoot through a barrel here. But despite all that goofiness, I still somehow managed to make it the best stage of the day, which makes no sense.
If you're finished, unload. Show clear. Slide forward. And we're clear. 26.